Everyone, welcome to the show. I have more Trump regrets and FAFO experiences to share. Before I get into the various comments, though, please do me a huge favor. Click the subscribe button below this video. It is tremendously helpful with the YouTube algorithm, really helps to get more eyeballs on this information. So, really appreciate it. First up, I have a woman who voted for Trump in 2024. You wouldn't know it, though, from her many concerns about his presidency. So check out what she recently said in a focus group.
I have the same concerns about inflation and prices, wages not really keeping up with that. I'm also a federal employee, so I strongly disagree with a lot of the changes being made in government. They haven't really been well thought out, and it's been hurting clinical care here because I work for the VA. And I find the amount of executive orders to be disconcerting. I just think it doesn't really show respect for the political process and the checks and balances of government.
So, yeah, she slammed headfirst into the find out phase as a government employee. And you know who else is slamming into a find out phase? Young voters. They are not exactly happy about Trump's announcement about garnishing their wages to pay back student loans. I mean, I don't know what they were expecting, right? The Democrats wanted to help them, but they turned their back on the Democrats. So there's a woman named Kimberly. She posted on Twitter and said, quote, "I regret voting for Trump, that's for sure. Make America great again, my arse. No, instead, let's take millions of Americans who are struggling because obviously our economy sucks, and let's garnish wages for them student loans. We obviously can't afford it," in all caps, "and the interest can them loans should be illegal, and student loans are a scam." I think it was supposed to be on. So I guess I'll just be homeless and go live in Skid Row. I will not ever vote Republican again. So at least she learned her lesson. At least, she finally gets it. Another Twitter user named Brittany tagged Trump, and she also complained about the student debt issue. She wrote, quote, "I voted for @real Donald Trump, and now maybe I'm regretting it. He's planning on resuming student loans and garnishing our only money. The reason we can't pay the loans back is the criminal universities severely overpricing us to get an education, to get a job that only pays $60,000 a year, if that. You can't expect people to pay back these outrageous and criminal loans by predatory, liberal indoctrinated colleges with salaries where they are at now. And if you try, this will cause a recession." So, yeah, she does not get it. Like the previous woman, she does not get it. Brittany is still slamming liberals, even though it's her choice, her conservative pick for president, who is causing her this grief and will cause her financial harm. So she deserves zero empathy. Yeah, I mean, Democrats are trying to wipe out student loans. So I guess college doesn't always make people smarter. Next up is another focus group participant who has a lot of concerns about what Trump is doing, as with the first person. So take a listen to what she had to say when she was in this focus group.
I'm very concerned with our immigration, the way we're doing things there, as well as just the tariffs, expenses, and just how we're treating some of our minorities, like RFK and the autism comments and things like that. I'm just very disgusted by the administration and how they're treating people. His first 100 days, I felt like have been absolutely chaotic. I was embarrassed by the way that he treated the president of the Ukraine. I was kind of ashamed of us. I don't believe that's how we should have behaved. And then I think there's some things, I agree that we needed to work on our budget and to eliminate a lot of wasteful spending. And so I was hopeful that that would happen. But I think the way that things are going, it doesn't make sense.
So for someone who just voted for this administration, like, what was it now, 7 months ago or so? I mean, not happy at all. Maybe do a little research before voting next time. I also have Twitter posts from a man who listed a bunch of reasons why he regrets his vote for Trump. So on April 23rd, he posted on Twitter, quote, I voted for Trump, and there's about 7 to 8 things he's done so far that make me absolutely regret my vote. 1, accepting the beeper from Netanyahu. 2, celebrating sending student loans to collections. 3, selectively going after university funding based on their political views. 4, the ruthlessness with which they've deported people. I'm not talking about the gang member. I'm talking about phrases like round them up. 5, the tariffs aren't working in the short term. They might have a long-term vision, but people are suffering in the short term. 6, Elon Musk in cabinet meetings. 7, the way in which Doge is cutting jobs. I get it, the government is overemployed, but these are real humans with real families. Most of these things have directly impacted my family in a negative way. So, yeah, that last sentence gave away the game. Right? Now that his family is being directly impacted by what Trump is doing, all of a sudden, he gives a damn. And I have another audio clip to share from the focus group where yet another woman is now just realizing Trump is a politician. So check this out.
Prices are so high. I mean, I think we're really headed for a recession. And it's like everybody else has mentioned, it's nothing that we had hoped for. By voting for him, I feel that we were lied to. Everything in the campaign that he promised, it hasn't happened. It's just going the opposite direction. When they said Christmas is going to be rough, holidays, things are going to start coming off the shelves here soon. They're not going to be able to restock. I mean, it's getting hard. I mean, for people to even survive with basic needs.
Next is a reply to a BuzzFeed article. They asked what, if anything, Trump could do to lose their support. If you're a Trump voter, is there anything that he could do that would cause you to back away from him? Someone responded and said, quote, already lost it, acting like a clown in a circus, backed out of every promise made in the election, tearing our economy apart, going against the Constitution, acting like a foolish king in his kingdom, never should have been elected. I'm seeing and hearing comments like this one more often. More and more Trump voters are starting to question his overreach and his violation of the laws and the Constitution. So this next bit of audio comes from the focus group, but this one was conducted close to 2 months ago. Same show, but different focus group. So take a listen to this.
Okay, we've had the Constitution for like over 200 years. Even if you're not like the world's most constitutional expert, the whole thing, like you're born here, you're a citizen, that was decided long before any of us were ever born, way before. So like to say, hey, I know we've got this like 200-year constitution, but you know what? I think I'll just make an executive order. Like, it's crazy. We had a whole constitution specifically so that people can just show up and just make rules just because. So that's crazy.
So that one was a swing voter who went for Biden in 2020 and then went to Trump in 2024. And he caught on real quick that Trump is trying to upend our system of government. So yeah, people are starting to realize like this guy is not just a fool. He's actually dangerous. Wish they would have paid attention. I mean, where were they on January 6th of 2021? That's what I would like to know. Like, are these the people who bought into the idea that it was a Fedsurrection, that it was all a setup and that it wasn't real and it wasn't as bad as it seemed? Like, how could you not know? How could you not have seen the videos by now? So Anyway, I have more for you guys later this week, so I will keep you in the loop on all of the all of the regrets that are just flowing right now. Although Trump, I think, is getting a little bit of reprieve because people think he made this deal with China and that it's going to be so great. They don't understand that it's still a 30% tax on the American people. So I think people are starting to feel like, oh, okay, he's moving in the right direction. So which we just have to give it a little bit of time till the store shelves are empty, until companies start going under, and more employees are laid off. We've already had a bunch. And yeah, and then we'll have the spigot turned back on for the Trump regrets, because there'll be even more at that time, because then it'll really sink in like, no, we're screwed. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. You can donate. Truly appreciate it. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.